Everybody that knows me and watches this show knows that we love duck hunting. At the heart of that passion for us is layout hunting. Well, right now I'm sitting in my brand new UFO boat courtesy of Waterfowl-works. This week what we're going to do is we're going to introduce you to the owner of the largest layout boat manufacturer in the U.S. today. That's Waterfowl-works, and that's Tony Homer. We're going to check out some of his decoys, and you're going to get to see some of the process of actually putting together the boats that we hunt on. This is going to get you to the ground floor of where we start and where our passion lays waterfowl hunting. This is Hook and Hunt TV.
We're now south of 55. We're gonna take a little scenic drive down Interstate 49. We're just looking for a good time. Better buy another case of beer, 'cause you know you're gonna need it here.
If you're looking for a superior patterning, high-velocity shotgun shell, look no further than Spectra Shot. Spectra Shot uses a patented process to color code the shot, generating improved ballistics and tighter, more uniform patterns with their waterfowl load. Spectra Shot's turkey loads are nickel-plated, delivering maximum knockdown power, resulting in quick, clean kills. Choose Spectra Shot and see the difference today. Prairie Grove Shotgun Sports, Columbia, Missouri's premier shooting facility to improve your skills. With the widest range of disciplines in the Midwest, shooting fun for the entire family. The official clay crushing club of Hook and Hunt TV.
This is Tony Homer, president of Waterfowl-works and Homer Decoys, and this year we teamed up with them. One, because we want to do more education on how awesome it is to be a layout hunter and all that's involved, and you've already seen some of that. Also, we're going to work on safety this year and show you the proper ways to do things, because it's very important for us to be safe out there. With that being said, Tony, welcome to the Hook and Hunt family. So proud to be hooked up with you. And why don't you tell us more about your boats and your passion for building boats?
All right. Well, this, as you can see, is the UFO.
Yep.
It's in its new color for 2017. You got the first one, by the way.
Yep.
So this is our #1 seller. We sell many of these a year, and mainly because it's built for larger people. You're going to be safer in it, depending on your size, your weight, things like that. About anybody can hunt out of this boat. You know, it's got ample foot room in it. The maximum capacity, as you can see, is 400 pounds. That's pretty substantial.
Yeah, I'm well short of that. That's good.
So little, big, doesn't matter. The UFO fits it all.
And there's a lot of room for between your shells, your shell bag. If you want drinks, you want snacks. It is extremely stable. And we're going to show you that out on the water this year. But a lot of room adds to not only that safety, but comfort as well. And I really like the big open area. You also have the gunwale rack right there that you can lay your shotgun in a safe way where it can be held safely, don't you?
Yep. New for 2016, we opened this up to give you a slot to put your, so you can lay your gun right in here. Mm-hmm. So the hunter can lay in here, his gun lays here sideways. It's out of his way, he doesn't have to worry about digging it out of the boat.
Right.
So that's a good feature. Nobody likes to be digging their gun out, fumbling it, and watching it go over. The headrest gem here is removable, which is pretty unique. Got a little dirt under here still. But basically it just snaps in, snaps off, and it's put into the position on the boat that it's at, because that's where your head needs to be. I don't know how many photos I see on the internet and on Facebook of guys with their heads clear up here.
Right.
That's not a good thing for layout hunting. You need to be down here inside the boat. Sure, you're not going to be able to see every duck that comes in, but you'll see it when it gets
But they're going to get really close. Nice. I will tell you folks this thing, I've laid in this boat, and when you lay down, you are completely below that line. The boat is also big enough and has enough room to where I can easily sit up in one motion, pick up my shotgun, and plenty of time to make the shot. One other aspect that people may not think about with this headrest, in the proper position, it gives me more room to be safer and make a lot better shot. I really like that.
Yeah, it keeps the weight of the stabilization of the boat right. You know, if you're sitting clear up here on the back, you're putting all your weight in the back of the boat, which is going to cause the nose to stick up out of the water, which is not what we want either. So we want to be down in the boat with our head on the headrest where it belongs.
The next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at the difference between towable and non-towable boats. And now it's time for your Nord Outdoor Power Tip of the Week.
Hey, this is Doug from Nord Outdoor Power. Hey, here's our tip of the week. When you're going to carry gas out into the field, one of the things you have to be concerned with is how well you can dispense fuel out of that into whatever you're going to put it into. These no-spill cans from No Spill are fantastic. You just take that off, press that button down, and it really lets the fuel out fast. Now you're going to notice it comes in a yellow for diesel, blue for kerosene, red for gasoline. Now when you need something that's the ultimate in safety, that's where you want to look for this style of a can. These things are really, really good. They're a little tougher to deal with, but you can get a piece like this, fits on there to make it pour easily. I've actually seen these get into a fire and make it through it. Don't recommend it, but it's happened.
And that was your Nord Outdoor Power tip of the week. Hook up with our outdoor power source at nordpower.com.
Jim, the non-towable for the smaller guys is going to set you lower in the water.
Okay.
The towable was a little bit bigger hull underneath it, which we'll get into, but the smaller guys, you want the non-towable if you don't need the towable for your feet room or something like that.
And I've got a big enough tender boat. It's a little over 18 foot.
Yeah.
Where a boat like this is going to fit easily. And we've got a rack system. You've seen that in the show, and we'll show that again this year. But this will fit easy on there with our decoys fitting underneath. Great stable platform for that. Next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at the towable. This is a very, very cool boat. Now, Tony's obvious here. We have a completely different hull design on this one, and this is a towable UFO. So go through a little bit why somebody might want this towable version.
Yes, the towable is a totally different animal underneath. It's designed for guys who have small tender boats that really don't have the room and don't want to risk that safety factor of sticking this heavy boat inside it. So 16 foot or under tender boat, get you a towable, drag it behind it. And also the towable has about 1.5 inches to 2 inches more foot room in it. So the big
For
guys,
those bigger guys, yep.
you betcha, this is the boat.
And one of the things we're going to show you this year is, as our buddy Pat Gregory, who you've seen on the show a lot, Pat hunts out of the towable UFO like this. We're also going to show you in one of the episodes about how to find the right way to tow that with the proper length and everything, so you're not only safer out there, but you can get to your hunting spot easier. Hey, the next thing I want to talk about is why don't we go check out some of those decoys of yours? So tell us a little bit about how people, and as you can see here, you can mix, you can match. I've had a lot of fun with it. I mean, painting and learning how to do it, it really gives you, you know, you and I were talking about owning the hunt. And you can really own your own hunt when you make your own. What are some of the comments you've gotten from people, or some great stories you've gotten about people hunting over your decoys?
The biggest and greatest story there is when the kids get involved.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a customer who buys a dozen bodies and a dozen heads, and he takes them home and starts working on them, and the kids decide that they want to help. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the greatest thing on earth.
Now, you also put videos out there that shows people how to paint them, so mom and dad can sit down with the kids.
Yes.
And do that. So talk to our crowd a little bit about that, about where can you find the videos and things like that. After they get the decoys from you, Tony's just not going to let you hang out there. After you get decoys from him, explain to them about where they can find stuff.
We're going to teach you how to do it. That's the greatest part of it. You know, one of our carvers, Stephen Sanford, who's been a fantastic gentleman to work with, he does demos and puts them on his website, and we link directly from our website to his website, and he'll give you the exact paint colors you need to buy from Home Depot. Take it home, put a paintbrush to it.
You know, the first episode that we filmed this year with Tony's decoys was pretty cool. You saw us being taught, my girlfriend and I being taught by Pat Gregory, how to do some of the painting on these decoys, and then we took them down to Kentucky Lake, and one of the bluebills I put on the wall this year actually came to one of the decoys of Tony's that my girlfriend and I painted together. And I thought that was really cool, that you can have the whole family involved in that. And that, you know, when you look at Waterfowl-works and Homer Decoys, they are a one-stop shop. We can set you up for everything from puddle duck hunting, if you want to do mallards like this, or if you really want to get into layout hunting, which is our passion, you can do that. And you take a lot of pride in it, don't you?
We love it.
Bite Me Sport Fishing, Venice, Louisiana's premier fishing experience. Tuna, redfish, snapper, sharks, and more. Fish in comfort from their 29-foot Triton offshore fishing machine. The adventure of your lifetime starts now. Call 877-904-TUNA or hook up with them at bitemesportfishingvenice.com.
And why haven't you booked a trip with Bite Me Sport Fishing? You better.
Hey, when we're on the road, we are officially hauled by Illinois Trailer Sales. Hitch up with them at IllinoisTrailerSales.com. Hey Tony, one of the newest products you have out is the Homer Coat, where it takes your decoy from just regular foam and actually adds a little bit more to it. Now one, why would you do it? And two, what does it add to the decoy?
Well, the texture is going to make it more durable. It's going to make it to where you can actually grab it. You know, it's not going to be smooth and it's not going to be shiny, most of all. You know, your decoys out on the water, if they're shiny, is unnatural.
Good, right.
So,
and yours is just a much finer grain than other people that are wrestle coated, right? And so,
yes.
And what's the difference between the fine grain that you have here? What does that help also on a decoy?
the reason we've changed the grain of the material is because this is like sandpaper.
Right.
So, you know, if you've got a dozen decoys in a decoy bag, scuffing up against each other, you're going to sand the paint right off the decoys. So we go with a finer material, which holds less paint, and it's more durable. So you're going to use less paint in finishing the decoy with the finer material than you are with the coarser material. There we go. We're just going to squirt it all over the decoy.
You know, the cool thing, what I like and my girlfriend likes too, is you can work on this together. So you can have 2 or 3 people doing this, one rubbing on the glue and then the other one putting on the coat afterwards. And we've actually made it, even her daughter's helped out, we've made it kind of a family thing where everybody kind of gets in together and helps paint the decoys. It's pretty cool to actually put your decoys together like this, paint them, and then be able to go and hunt over them. It's just awesome.
Yeah, so once we've brushed our glue on, then we're just going to sprinkle the material on the body. And let it dry.
Forward to that. You're gonna, as I said, you're gonna see a lot of that stuff on Hook and Hunt TV this coming season. Until then, they can find you besides our main page. What are the websites? Where can they find you?
Waterfowl-works.com.
And make sure that you follow them on social media because they're all over Facebook. There's also forums out there. Again, it's gonna be a place where you can come, you can learn, and you can make your own and own your hunt. Hey, we sure appreciate you being here this week. As always, as I always tell you, we wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for you. Please make sure you check out our main page at hookandhunttv.com so you can see all the sponsors, including Homer Decoys and Waterfowl-works, that help bring hookandhunttv.com to you each and every week. It's going to be an exciting season, and we're just getting started. God bless you. Tony Homer. I'm Jim CROWLEY. We'll see you soon.